Josephine?
Leliana knows the game. She'll move the chantry forward while quelling the fears of the faithful. And I feel only pity for those who might try to depose our former spy master by force.
Who'd make the attempt?
Is anyone stupid enough to send assassins after her?
Any initial opposition will be subtle, but I doubt it will last. After so much warring, even the most seasoned players of the game yearn for change. Sister Leliana will bring about interesting times.
Wait, is she already divine? No, right? She's still here. Morgan left. Attend the Exalted Council. Is that the DLC? I have no idea.
So, Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
Whoa!
The ceremony is not for a while. It will be strange to see you and think, there walks divine Victoria. Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Or as friends?
What's this? A breach in decorum?
Perish the thought.
Okay, Liliana is already chosen as the next divine, okay. Inquisitor, Marquise Buffon has been killed along with Lady Lagaspe and her Venatory allies, thanks to Sister Liliana's scouts who were able to gain covert entry into the fortress, although the Venatory still managed to use their magic against the Grey Warden to significant effect. I regret to inform you that after recent actions, the Grey Wardens have suffered too many losses to be of any further assistance. Holy crap! The last warriors died fighting for the Inquisition in good faith. I have sent their personal effects to Weishaupt, Lieutenant Suzanne Tlarsec. Oh god. Okay, I think we lost the task here. We still have so many tasks here on Ferelden's side. King Belen has graciously agreed to grant Professor Kenrick access to the Orzama Shaperate, once Kenrick has completed his work in Frostback Basin, of course. In the meantime, copied records on Orina have been sent ahead as a sign of this agreement. King Belen hopes our alliance will continue to benefit all involved. A note from Kenrick follows. The first paragraph consists of a crossed-out series of thank yous, each more effusive than the last. I cannot express how thrilled I am to visit the Shaperate. The documents they sent are incredible. It seems Orina was born to a warrior caste family. The theory that she was a runaway noble was romantic. I rather fancied the notion myself, but knowing the truth makes her seem more of a person than a legend. Much preferable, in my opinion. Orina met Meridan while fighting demons in the Deep Roads, as history states. Since dwarves do not possess magic, Meridan had come to learn ways in which non-mages could fight demons more effectively. Orina was gifted in the field and had developed several unique methods. Apparently, Orina did not get along with Meridan's friend Haran at the time. It was quite a shock when she announced her departure from the Thaik, especially since it put a damper on betrothal talks between Orina's family and another well-to-do house. The documents also include some descriptions of Orina's combat methods that may interest your commander. I would see that these remain in Skyhold's possession. Thank you. Strike a bargain with Merchant Princess. Inquisitor, the allied merchants of the monarchy of Antiva have inquired whether they can assist us in any fashion. They could provide us with some of the finest goods and Thedas a powerful boost and spread our influence. The merchant princes will also attempt to ensnare us in contracts. Uh-oh. If we're interested, we must send our most skilled negotiators. Our diplomats are well respected, and I feel we can come out ahead of the bargain. I have chosen a few dozen diplomats to handle the merchant princes. I will, of course, inspect everything we sign myself. Thank you, Josephine.
Let us begin.
Cullen is busy, so Liliana is left. Crestwood. No, escape routes for agents in Crestwood. Inquisitor. I have moved some of my agents into Caer Bronach, the fortress in Crestwood. At the moment, the villagers prefer us to the bandits, and it is an excellent waypoint from Ferelden to Orlais. We can make it a rendezvous point for our messengers carrying sensitive information from either country. You're familiar with the caves underneath Crestwood, they run for miles, and if we excavate some passages, our agents should easily enter and exit the keep without being seen. Opening these secret tunnels will let us evade any prying eyes that turn toward Caer Bronach.
Inquisitor.
Alright. Sounds good. Now before we do the DLC, let me talk to all the people again, just to make sure we're not missing anyone. We're not missing anything.
A little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst.
Yeah,
throne.
me too.
Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting.
No, you're not.
But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
You're completely right. I feel very uncomfortable. Solas is gone. Did he leave anything? No. Oh. Okay. No idea what those copies are, but okay. Dorian.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Tevinter after all this, and leaving you. Most difficult of all. I'd almost rather let the Imperium rot. Such is my lot. Just a little longer, then.
Oh.
What's to come, I wonder? My guess, a plague of bees.
I can't really talk to them. They just say something and that's it.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
Oh, I can talk to you, okay.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh wait, let me ask
Greetings
about the
again, Inquisitor.
mages.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We are mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition
Is
offers
that again?
security. Although, who knows what? Another time then.
Helene, you're back. And you don't want to talk to me, okay.
Of course. The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up.
Is that your job, to clean up a mess? Oh. Okay. This seems like a pointless collection mission. But okay.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Don't lie to me.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Don't lie to me.
There are 47 ways to purify wyvern venom to make it safe for human consumption.
Why would you consume wyvern venom? Is it like for health benefits? I don't know. Liliana?
We will look back on this day and know that it marked the birth of a new chantry. I have a plan, and I will not rest until it is made a reality. I may need your counsel in the coming days.
Okay. But I give terrible advice.
Do you really want to rely on my counsel? I've been known to give pretty horrible advice.
Well, if I can't rely on your advice, I would be glad for just your company.
Thank you. When will you leave us?
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint, and perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I wish you all the best, Liliana.
Is it okay if everyone knows that you've been, like, doing assassinations and stuff for the Inquisition? I mean, that does not befit a divine, I could imagine. Oof. Okay. Is Morrigan still here, I wonder? She didn't show up in the war table room.
There is a problem that needs your attention, Inquisitor.
What problem? What problem, game?
You have healed the sky and cast down a great darkness, Inquisitor. Whatever political squabbles follow your work, I hope you hold on to those facts. I know I will.
Morrigan is still here.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I don't.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Where does this lead to? Oh, that's a fake door.
My maker nor my heart.
Oh, that's the Illuvian.
Right.
I serve, as has always been my calling.
That's the statue of Andraste.
Who trusts in the Maker, fire is
The
her.
veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know nothing of death.
Inquisitor.
Cassandra, are you sad that you did not become divine?
Liliana is already turning the chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The chantry needed someone like her.
I'd rather wish you become divine, Cassandra, to be honest. But I guess you have also things to do, like building up the Seekers again.
Come for a bloodletting?
No, thank you. No bloodletting for me, please.
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
Not much. The usual. Nice of you to ask.
Okay.
I have to go.
No dirty looks from Liliana. Tram?
Inquisitor?
We'll talk later.
Bull?
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters. Be interesting to see if they can avoid pissing everyone off this time. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are.
There are still rifts? I guess we need to have something to do in the post-game.
You've been skittish for days. What's up your
Something like that.
We'll make good use of it.
Welcome back.
Sarah?
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Good talk, yeah? Nice and relaxed. I mean, we're in with Liliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be.
Well, we better not piss off Liliana then. Huh.
I wonder who knows pain as tried the game.
I'll ask around again.
Cole?
Good use of it. Thank you.
Cole?
For he knows well a pain
Are you there?
every game.
He does not want to talk to me.
It writes itself.
Is he for real?
Very well.
Okay. Is it because he's now a spirit? I don't know. Hey, is it just me or does this room look tidier than normal? Cullen? Cullen? Where the heck is Cullen? Wait, is he upstairs? Why would he be upstairs? Oh god, Cullen, you live here? That's terrible living conditions. What if it rains? Wait, Cullen is gone. Okay. Hello. That was suspicious. Who's that? What are you doing there? Lord Trifles Minutiae?
Inquisitor, you have done much, but have you the stomach for the Quizquisition?
What?
The what?
It begins now, and there is a timer. Fearing that nugs carry the blight, Kirkwall declared the noxious vermin in 520 Exalted. The extermination is known as...
What is this? Arlethan? No. Common Nug? That makes no sense. Battle of Squealing Plains? No, 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 no. Is that supposed to be a pun?
The Battle of Squealing Plains. It is not spoken of in polite company.
Correct. Well played. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
Are you gonna disappear now? No, you're still here. Is he still making the wind noises? No. Blackwall? Where is everyone? Maybe he's outside. Chopping wood? No.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor.
Where is everyone? A bundle of documents with at least 50 pages thick explains the trade agreement the Inquisition has entered into with the merchant princess of Antiva. Inquisitor, I am more than satisfied with the agreement we reached with the merchant princess. Here is a duplicate if you wish to review it. I would put aside 3 days and 24 candles. Ambassador Montelier, thank you for your hard work. Inquisitor, the tunnels are complete and our agents slip in and out of Caer Bronach like shadows. The walkmen who were digging out the caves discovered some old dwarven items there as well. Mundane things such as pots and furniture, but they brought a fair price among some collectors. Liliana. Arcanist Dagna was supplied with remnants of exposures to the rifts in the Fade, and she has done something. It is perhaps best to contain her efforts to the Undercroft from now on. Yeah, I can imagine Cullen not being very comfortable of what she does. Let's see. I wonder if we can do all the tasks. Oh, stop war between Navarra and Tevinter. Inquisitor, both Tevinter and Navarra were fighting against Venatori entrenched along the border. The battle showed no signs of abating until the Inquisition sent soldiers, who pulled victory out of a seemingly insurmountable defeat. Both sides have attempted to claim this portion of land in the past, and both are attempting to do so again. Only the presence of our soldiers prevents them from beginning a war. We cannot allow this to happen. For the moment, each side is grateful enough to listen to our advice, and we must convince them to send their armies home. I will press on both sides, call upon all favors to do this. Ambassador Montelier. Oh God. Please do. I fear the situation between Navarra and Tevinter will deteriorate. We must be persuasive, decisive, and swift.
At your service.
I believe in you, Josephine. This has been open for a long time. The former slaves freed from the hissing waste have taken shelter with the Inquisition. Most plan to return to families who thought them long gone, but some have asked if the Inquisitor has a place for them as paid workers. Many of these people are skilled craftsmen. Our army could always use more engineers.
To work?
Only takes 8 minutes. Why am I doing it now? What can Liliana do? Power for a price? A formal document with impeccable filigree. It is time. The Inquisitor commands a small kingdom. It is time to exercise the weight of his influence. There remain uninvolved and uncommitted lords and ladies, bands and arls. Where they could not be engaged with flight of passion, they can be compelled through mercenary means, but there must be a display. Make it known that the Inquisition has weight, and the boons and the dispensations of the powerful will be open to you. Thereafter, he need not curry influence, he can simply buy it. The esteemed Faris, the representative. Do not display, we will show your reach by simply being where it is most beneficial. Oh, I'm surprised to hear that from you, Liliana. I thought you would jump onto this opportunity, but no. A fete. A grand march. The question is, do we want to heed this guy's advice? I mean, I don't even know this guy. For all we know, he's some opportunist. Wow, Liliana. Doing nothing takes 1 hour? Okay.
Inquisitor.
Well, let's visit Dagna in the Undercroft and see what she has for us. If she has anything. Hey, Dagna.
Thank you for your investment in my investigations, Inquisitor. I've learned something, I think. I don't know.
You don't know? What do you mean you don't know?
What have you learned? Did you find out about the Fade?
I got a scraping that was cleaned off you, and it's weird. And the other rift bits, they're weird. It's just weird. I said weird, right?
Answers, Dagna.
Lyrium and the Fade linked, but dwarves and Tranquil not linked. But they work lyrium, so they are. Somehow. There's something there. I was face deep in a rune, and for a moment, I was tall. Really tall.
Like a titan?
And I thought all the thoughts.
You were really tall.
You felt taller. How much taller?
Like mountain tall. Or I was the mountain. But I was moving. I felt dizzy. You know what I remembered? Watching a shaper carve the wall of memory, except big. Isn't that weird? Maybe there were fumes.
And you thought all the thoughts?
What do you mean when you say thought all the thoughts?
No. As if for a moment I was around all my people, and my thought was all of theirs.
Your thoughts were their thoughts.
No, my thought was all of our thoughts, like parts. Words are mush. Maybe that's what the stone feels like. Or we think it feels like. If we think it feels. Creepy.
Yep, creepy. Probably the Titan, if the Titan can even think. What's with the link with no link?
So Tranquil and dwarves are linked to lyrium, but also not linked.
Like the lyrium needs to flow, but if you're part of it, it takes you with it. So you can't be part of it. That makes me sad. I'm not sure why. It seems like we should be part of it. Whatever it is. Or maybe we're the ones who make it happen. Whatever it is. You know what's frustrating? Answers that aren't answers. Ugh.
Yeah, I agree.
Keep investigating and let me know what you find.
I tried to make it happen again, but it wouldn't. Then I had a headache. And cocoa and a lie down. I'll keep at it. It's weird. Oh, and I made a rune. It's weird too. Be careful with it.
You made a rune. Did I get a rune or something? I don't know. Is that something I can see here? I don't know. Harriet, do you also
mightier, my arse.
what do you think of weirdness?
Good to see you.
You have nothing to say? Okay. Okay, let's begin the DLC, shall we? Think we've wasted enough time. I don't think anyone is talking to me.
Well met.
Yeah, they don't want to talk to me anymore. I feel so alone. Attend the Exalted Council. Beginning, the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragons, 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There's no going back from this point. Oh no, what about my operations on the table? With Corypheus dead and the threat of fate rifts and demons waning, both Olay and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria will not call the Exalted Council until you are ready, Inquisitor. The Exalted Council will be held at the Winter Palace outside Halamsharal thanks to Divine Victoria's negotiation with the ambassadors. We are ready to depart at your convenience. Venture forth. Oh, nice mount. It's unnaturally quiet here.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you.
Oh, for Cullen?
Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Why? What's wrong with Ferelden?
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Thanks to you.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, Your Worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden Ambassador's concerns.
Concerns? Concerns about us? Oh, yeah. Liliana is now Divine Victoria, in case you didn't notice, Mahanon.
You can probably just call her Liliana in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
I think we should call her Divine Victoria as well. I mean, otherwise it would sound very disrespectful. How has she done?
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria is proving to be a woman that few dare to disagree with. She has already won concessions for the Inquisition. You are fortunate to have her support.
I am, but she's using, violent methods and threats to keep everyone under control.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter Ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Okay, the Tevinter Ambassador is here as well.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
Yes, Your Worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apologies.
Has gone back?
I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
Wow.
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, Your Worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
You're so wholesome, Giselle. Which old friends? What do you mean, which old friends? My companions, right?
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one.
Oh.
I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall.
Wait, who's that?
I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Oh god, these past 2 years Dorian wasn't even here by my side and now he's returned? Oof.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
Wait, what? You would disband, I agree. Like Giselle would disband? I mean, to be honest, our work is done, right? I can go back to my clan. And yeah. Is there anything else for us to do? I mean, okay, we have a potential war going on between Tevinter and whatever, and we need that, and we also want to resolve the Mages and the Templars. Did we do that actually? I don't know. What do you mean you would disband? I agree. What?
You once told me about the first Inquisition that took place 800 years ago. You said that when their battle was over, that Inquisition's soldiers sheathed their swords and went home. If our battle is truly over, perhaps it's time for us to do the same.
Yeah.
Thank you. Make a watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
I agree with that, if the battle is truly over. I mean, if the problems are truly over. I really want to find Dorian. Oops. The Winter Palace in daylight. That's a first. Hello? Some random people. Varric! You've been with the Inquisition, right?
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
Oh, am I interrupting?
Am I interrupting something important?
Yes.
Oh.
Which is perfect, because Bran here needed a break. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount...
Provisional Viscount.
Of Kirkwall.
Okay. And he's delivering your mail? Let's not address that. Is he here for the talks?
Are you here to represent Kirkwall in the Exalted Council, Viscount Bran?
Provisional Viscount, which sadly is no longer my office. I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Wait, what?
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
But... you'll be a great Viscount.
Does this mean I can't tempt you into coming back to Skyfall?
Oops, I pressed the wrong button.
Wicked Grace hasn't been the same since you left.
I'm probably going to be stuck in Kirkwall for the foreseeable future. There's a lot to do back home. They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present.
Oh, what?
It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall.
Oh, you didn't...
Congratulations.
Have to do that.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
Yeah, he's just standing in the back, eavesdropping on us. What the heck? Why does this make me nervous? Do you want something from me, Varric?
What are you up to? I feel like I should be suspicious.
Look, it's really not that big a deal. Oh, that reminds me.
Look at Bran.
It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? That is so much better than I thought.
Varric, I can't accept this.
You can't give me the actual key that closes Kirkwall's harbor. That's absurd.
Finally, someone with sense.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess.
Is this a...
Anyway,
what?
You should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
You did that? Varric. Why were you even elected? Is Varric already thinking that we would fail, or that the decision would be to disband the Inquisition? Seems like he just gave me a consolation prize or something. Let's read some codex entries. Liliana. She has many names. Blah blah blah. The spymaster Marjolaine trained Liliana from a young age. For years, Liliana was Marjolaine's instrument in the great game of Orlais. While Liliana was devoted to Marjolaine, the reverse was not true. Marjolaine betrayed Liliana and almost succeeded in killing her. I think we've read that. But when the Fifth Blight began, she received what she believed a vision from the Maker. This prompted her to leave her sanctuary, taking up arms against the Darkspawn. After the defeat of the Archdemon, Liliana received a summons from Dorothea, now Divine Justinia V. Okay, Justinia perished. After the defeat of Corypheus and the sealing of the breach, the Chantry chose Liliana to be the new Divine. Divine Victoria, as she will be named, will oversee the birth of a new Chantry, one that she hopes will unite all the people of Thedas. Inquisitor, despite my efforts I have been unable to locate Solas. From the site of your battle with Corypheus, he was last seen headed west, still distraught over the destruction of the orb Corypheus carried. From there he disappeared, evading my people so easily and so completely that I am forced to wonder how much he knew about them. When Solas initially approached the Inquisition and offered aid, I questioned him extensively about his background and history. He was evasive, but he did give the name of the village where he grew up, noting that it was small, unlikely to appear on any map. I hate loose ends, so I kept a few of my agents searching to verify his story. They recently located the village, or what remains of it. It is a ruin, as it has been for centuries, its name preserved only in degraded form in ancient Tevinter mysteries. Whoever Solas truly is, wherever he came from, he has deceived us from the very start. I apologize for not investigating this more thoroughly while Solas was here. He was clearly helping us, and other matters were of greater urgency, but it was an oversight nevertheless, given how little he's shared with us. It is not clear what his plans are, if any, but I will continue to search Liliana. So we can only theorize the last cutscene. Either he killed Femeth, Or he kinda absorbed Mythal from Femeth or something? I don't know. Doom upon all the world. Wait, and also there was when we were at the Temple of Mythal and we was talking to Arbalas, the sentry, watcher, protector, elf, we told him, yeah, blah blah blah, the Dreadwolf killed Mythal or something, and he refuted immediately. Wait, what do you mean the Dreadwolf killed her? He didn't. Something. It was the Elven Civil War or something. But I think that was... I don't know, maybe it was foreshadowing or something like that. Because the dialogue felt a little bit... I don't know, unnatural. Oh well. And so is the Golden City blackened, which with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. There's very little of the infamous 13th verse that we can take literally. It speaks in the voice of the Maker himself, since he has never deigned to speak to his children directly. We can rest assured it is a work of fiction. There are facts, however, which support it, at least in part. Records remain from the time prior to the First Blight saying that 7 Magisters did open a portal to enter the Fate physically. These 7, whose true names we have lost either to legend or deliberate obscurement, did so at the behest of the old gods, who whispered from their ancient prisons. We also know that the Golden City, visible from every part of the Fate by any mage at the time, turned black as night the moment these 7 breached its gates. Everything else, the accusations of sin, the suggestion that these 7 became the first Darkspawn, that they were directly responsible for the blights to come, all of that is conjecture.